Hi everyone, I'm Alex, and today we're going to delve into another true crime story together. 29-year-old Ben Rennick was a well-known figure in the world of reptiles. Since he was young, Ben had a passion for snakes and knew that he wanted to work with them when he grew up. He acquired his first snake as a child, and his hobby eventually turned into a successful business. Ben founded the Snake Breeding Center in Missouri, where he sold reptiles worldwide. He was highly respected in his field. Ben was married to Lynn Lee, whom he met as a teenager in 2011. They began living together a year later, and Ben became a second father to Lynn Lee's son from a previous relationship. The couple later had a child of their own. Ben had a brother named Sam, and they lived together with their families on a large property of 70 acres. The brothers had a close relationship, and their children grew up together. Ben's snake breeding business flourished, and he traveled around the world to participate in conferences and events. He planned to sell a portion of his valuable ball python collection, worth around $1 million. In addition to the snake business, Ben and Lynn Lee opened a day spa in Columbia, Missouri, managed by Lynn Lee, who was a former massage therapist. Despite their outward success, Ben and Lynn Lee's relationship began to deteriorate. They argued frequently, with Ben becoming suspicious of his wife and controlling her actions. Money also became a source of conflict between them. In May 2017, Lynn Lee confided in a worker at her spa about the abuse she was facing from her husband Ben. She revealed that he constantly insulted, humiliated, and used physical force against her. Instead of going to the police, Lynn Lee took matters into her own hands. She decided to poison Ben by adding 15 tablets of a powerful painkiller to a cocktail she prepared for him. Ben fell ill after drinking the cocktail, but he managed to survive the poisoning. Unaware of Lynn Lee's actions, Ben recovered, but little did he know that his life was still in danger. On June 8, 2017, Ben was found dead on his snake farm, where he kept thousands of exotic reptiles. His wife Lynn Lee was the one who discovered his body, and immediately called Ben's brother Sam. They then contacted the police, with Sam suggesting that Ben may have been bitten by a poisonous snake. However, police discovered shell casings at the scene and realized that Ben had been shot 8 times, with one shot being at close range. It was clear that Ben's death was not an accident, but a deliberate murder. An investigation was launched, with Lynn Lee and Sam becoming the main suspects. They were interrogated and fingerprinted, but no evidence was found against them. The theory of a robbery gone wrong was quickly ruled out, as all valuable snakes on the farm were accounted for. Despite their cooperation with the investigation, Lynn Lee and Sam remained under suspicion. After Ben's death, his community and support group were devastated by the tragedy. People came together to raise money to support Ben's family, and the farm's valuable snakes were sold off to help cover expenses. The total amount of donations reached $40,000. During questioning, Lynn Lee suggested that Sam may have been involved in the crime. She revealed that Ben had plans to sell the house they shared with 2 other Rennick families, which had upset Sam. Ben had inherited the property following a previous tragedy on the Rennick family farm, when his and Sam's father took his own life, due to his involvement in a fraudulent stock scheme that caused financial losses for many. 2 weeks after Ben's death, Lynn Lee decided to sell the family business, and also inquired about cashing out on Ben's $1 million life insurance policy. This raised suspicions and led to further interrogations, during which Lynn Lee admitted to having a relationship with another man. However, this man was cleared of any involvement in the crime, as he had a solid alibi. Further investigations revealed that Lynn Lee may have had multiple lovers. Facebook messages between Ben and Lynn Lee indicated that Ben was aware of financial troubles at the spa, owned by the Rennick family, and had confronted Lynn Lee about it shortly before his death. The messages suggested that Ben suspected Lynn Lee of dishonesty and not paying employees on time. On October 5, 2017, Lynn Lee Rennick underwent a polygraph test, which she failed according to investigators. When asked if she had shot a man, she answered no, but the lie detector indicated otherwise. Investigators suspected Lynn Lee of the crime, possibly with assistance from someone else. It was later revealed that her assistant was Michael Humphrey, her ex-boyfriend, who had recently been released from prison for drug possession. Phone records showed Linley had contacted Michael multiple times, including on the day of the incident. When questioned by police, Linley denied any involvement in her husband's death, despite the suspicious circumstances. However, due to lack of evidence, she was released. Following her husband's death, the snake farm, owned by the Rennick family, fell into disarray. 8 fatal shots remained unexplained, causing Sam Rennick to fear for his safety and that of his family. Surprisingly, Linley distanced herself from Sam, selling off their assets, closing the spa, and leaving town abruptly. In January 2020, Brandon Blackwell came forward to police with shocking revelations about Linley. He had met her shortly after Ben's death, and they had a child together after a brief relationship. However, their relationship soured, leading to their breakup and Brandon's incarceration. While in prison, Brandon disclosed disturbing details about Linley's attempt to poison Ben and her collaboration with Michael Humphrey to kill him at the snake farm. Michael was supposed to shoot Ben himself, but things did not go as planned. He was unable to take the shot, so Linley took the weapon and killed Ben instead. The case was finally solved on January 16, 2020, 3 years after the incident, when Linley Rennick and her ex-boyfriend Michael Humphrey were arrested. Linley's motive for the murder was money, as she inherited a fortune after her husband's death. During questioning, both Linley and Michael blamed each other for the crime. Linley claimed that Michael was the one who fired the shots, while Michael insisted that it was Linley who pulled the trigger and killed Ben. The murder weapon was never found, but Michael's defense argued that Linley had manipulated him into committing the crime to protect her from her husband, whom she wanted to divorce. The jury did not believe Michael's story and found him guilty of first-degree murder after 5 hours of deliberation. Michael was sentenced to prison, but he later changed his testimony in the hope of being released on parole. He confessed that he had found the gun and brought it to Linley's house, where she used it to commit the murder. He also revealed the location where he had hidden the weapon, leading the police to find it in the house of his new girlfriend, Ashley Shaw. Ashley, a spa worker, became the main witness for the prosecution after admitting that she had seen Michael and Linley together after the crime. Linley took a shower at the spa to wash away the bloody marks and then confided in Ashley about everything that had happened. She revealed that Michael had become nervous and couldn't bring himself to shoot, so she had taken matters into her own hands and killed her husband. Ultimately, the jury found Linley guilty of second-degree murder and Michael guilty of armed criminal action. Linley was sentenced to 13 years in prison, while Michael received a 3-year sentence. Thank you for watching, everyone. What do you think of today's story? Write your opinion about this case. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on new stories from around the world. See you soon. Take care.